episode of Talking Out Loud. It's your girl Tay Monet.
It's Classic J's, you know.
Nene B, and we have our special guest,
JJ.
and Tenia.
Y'all speak up.
Yeah,
Y'all so shy for.
We're going to let the people come on in the room. We're going to let the people come on in the
to get their
room.
live
I don't know why
notification.
Tenia shy.
At all. I ain't shy.
We're going to let the people come on in the room.
Yes.
He crazy.
I really want to stop this one over, but I'm going to let him make it. It's the wrong way. It's going to be up. It's sideways.
Who cares?
Yes, stop this,
Okay.
done.
No, you do not. What's wrong with you?
It is sideways, girl. Ain't no, everybody gonna have to turn their phone.
Maybe alright.
Oh, never
Turn
mind. Yeah, just turn it. Don't stop it. Just turn it. That's all right. We ain't got so many people to do it anyway.
Yeah.
What about mine?
She gonna turn yours too.
See, look, some people not in the camera.
We
Though.
got 14 views. You lied.
Hey y'all, that ain't that many. We gonna start till we get about 20. Well, y'all just bear with us. Bear with us.
16.
Okay.
So ratchet. 19.
So while we getting ourselves together, we just started off with this part. Something is in the way done. School.
I'm trying to get out, y'all.
Yeah.
Let me see.
Should have just kept it sideways.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
you
might
should
not be
just
able to
keep
get everybody. Turn it back sideways. The topic today is black-owned businesses. We know it's sideways, y'all. We got guests, so we're trying to make sure everybody's in the camera.
Either my computer look bad or...
No, it's just because you're adjusting the camera. She said adjusting the camera, so you got to wait.
So they focus.
Yeah.
Hey, y'all.
Scoot it back, though.
Give
Yeah,
us one
scoot it
moment.
back.
We're having technical
Back this
difficulties
way.
this morning.
I'm still speaking.
Morning.
Hey, Jasmine.
Hey.
They said it's
This
blurry.
morning.
It is blurry. Y'all, it's blurry.
Okay,
Help us
what is that
out.
now?
Okay, wait. Okay,
Courtney
now
said, hey,
straight.
JJ.
Now straight.
That's
Hey,
his
Courtney.
sister.
It's straight to you, Jabril.
It's just
Did
going
you
to be
fix
like...
Tania's too?
Mm-hmm.
It's fine. Yeah, it's straightening out for
How
me
many
too.
people on my stuff? I never go live.
That's all right. That's all right.
27. Oh, it look good now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
we just
good.
going to have to be sideways today, y'all. to fit our
Yes,
guests
we
in.
sorry. So fit our guests in.
Go ahead and
Thank
turn
you.
your cameras.
All right, let's get it cracking. First things first, shout out to Dunn's Dollhouse for having us last minute and getting us together.
Yes, come get your hair slayed.
As you know, yes, and makeup done. They got a makeup artist too. Special guest, Miss Tenia, owner of Pop Out, and Mr. JJ, owner of everything. First things first, it wouldn't be right if we just ignored what happened in our city. So what we just kind of want to do is just take like a very brief moment of silence for those who were affected in the Hood to Hood gang yesterday, who were shot. It was a little girl, it was a woman who was pregnant, someone was shot in their head. The last update that we had, everybody was okay and stable, but we still just want to send our thoughts and our prayers to them. So we're going to do a brief moment of silence, and then we're going to get the petty popping. Y'all ready? Okay. All right. JJ, that was your mom on Courtney page. She wanted us to know. Okay, first things first. Of course, this week we do have a story time.
Yes, and I will be reading story time. Okay, so one of our viewers, they said, okay, Tay, I make more money than my friends, and my nigga make more money too. I have a giving heart, but I've honestly loaned out about $500 to one of my friends I have yet to get back. I always say no, and give in every. You should.
What friend?
I always say no and give it to him every time, but I always do. But finally, my nigga noticed and said something. Basically, y'all, she's lending out money to someone, and she wants to know what she's gonna do about it. They haven't gave her money back. So what does she do?
Is she lending that money to her nigga and her friends, or is it just her
She's
just
lending
her
out
friend.
money to her friend.
Now her nigga got
Now
a
her
problem.
nigga
Oh,
know
he got a
that
problem.
her nigga know
Okay.
now that she's been lending out money and she ain't been giving it back. So what should she do about it?
Take that loss and don't lend money out anymore. Listen to what her nigga's saying.
Well, her nigga want her to get her money back. Like this $500.
Yeah, you don't just lose $500.
You talk about it. What she need a repayment plan?
Right.
So wait, what's your opinion on it? What you think she should do?
Well, I honestly feel like if you got it, lend it.
Correct.
But if you don't have it, don't give it out. Because I feel like when you don't have it, that's when you watching the clock. Like, when this bitch gonna pay me back?
Yes.
But other than that, all you gotta do is, it's your friend. Say, bitch, I need my money back. What's good?
Yeah.
You ain't got it. Just give me half this week, next month or something. Just talk about it.
Jada?
My opinion is, you know, if you loan it out to her and you asking for it 2 or 3 times, they don't give you the money back to take it as a loss.
Oh yeah.
Because if you ask them multiple times and they haven't paid you, just count that as a loss. You're gonna have to take losses, and that's just a loss you're gonna have to take.
It ain't a loss because God gonna bless them.
Correct.
All right.
If you gotta give him hard, she ain't gonna give him hard.
Yeah.
She pissed.
Then,
How you feel?
no, she finna go in.
Yeah.
Let me just recuperate. You can go.
Well, I feel like she should just, let it go. But, $500, that ain't just, in this day and time, ain't just something you be like, hey, I'm just let her have it. But, I mean, if you that mad about it, you can just call up, hey, where my $500 at? I mean, do you need a payment plan? And do we need to set this up monthly? You give me $100, what? But if not, you can just let it go.
Okay, I just feel like, because she said she feel like she's taken advantage of. I feel like if we friends, I should never feel like my friend is taking advantage of me and vice versa. I should feel like I'm taking advantage of my friend. So, first of all, I need to kind of reevaluate what y'all friendship is. And don't lend out nothing you're not willing to get back, because I don't got $500 to give. So, I know I don't got $500 to lend. But at the end of the day, like, if it's causing problems in your household, then you definitely need to just say to your friend, like, I don't know what we can do, but, now it's causing a bigger problem. So, and if she's a friend, she should respect that and understand that and keep it moving and just take your L, learn your lesson.
Well, my opinion all depends on how the situation is in front of me. Like, if she be like, okay, I need $500, it depends if she said I'm gonna pay it back to you. Like, it all depends. If she was to tell me that she was gonna pay it back to me, I'm not gonna ask her. I'm not gonna be like, oh, well, when you gonna give me my money? I'm gonna wait for her to give it to me. But if I see she out here like doing other shit, like getting her done, I'm be like, bitch, where's my money? Some shit like that. But it depends on how the situation is given to me. But if my nigga got a problem with it, then yeah, I'm gonna have to.
I mean, but the nigga can just get her money back if he feel that way.
Okay.
It's a different.
You gotta look at the bigger picture.
Yeah,
when you
gotta
have a
look at it.
household,
So,
like bills and shit like that, like.
I mean, he the breadwinner, so I mean, he should have it anyway.
I don't think it's the fact. To
That's
me,
not the fact.
yeah, I think it's the fact.
Like,
of,
if my nigga tell me, nah, fam, like, you should never gave her $100 would have been reasonable, but $500, nah, you really need that back. Then I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna
pretty
see it
sure
from
he
my
give
nigga
you
point of
$500.
view.
no, what I'm
Hell
reading
no.
is that it wasn't $500. What the man said, it wasn't $500 all at once.
Oh.
So it's like
Oh,
different
okay.
times
Different
they
times.
know
Oh,
something.
okay.
So they
Okay.
be like, now look, enough
Oh,
is enough.
enough.
She ain't
Oh
got you
yeah,
back
yeah,
nothing.
cut it off.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what he
Yeah.
looking at it like.
Yeah,
Need interest.
I need about 1,000 back.
I'm gonna agree with my nigga. Like, it's becoming a problem for you to constantly ask me for money and I pay it back. But then I'm gonna just take my loss and just know I can't give you no money. Yeah. Friend or not, family or
Yeah.
not.
I know how to treat you from
Yeah.
that.
So me, in my opinion, I'm not letting nobody get $500 in debt with me. No way. Bitch can only get back.
It be like several times.
Yeah, you can only get about $20 in debt from me. For I be like, girl, I ain't give you nothing else. You still owe me $20. So, yeah.
$20, you still owe me $5.
Hello,
And
you
then
guys
you
talking about
gotta
you
think
so
about it.
50 cents.
You gotta think about, like, we know our friends. Like,
Yeah.
it's you
Certain
gotta
people
put a
you don't
spending
need no
limit
money
on your
for.
friends.
Yeah.
Now, can this be something to $5?
No.
Nah, money change people though. So
It do.
It could be your closest friend, your closest family member, and they'll be like,
That's why I said it don't matter who it is.
because they feel like they're your friend, so
Or your
they can
family.
really pay you back when they want to. You know
Whenever.
what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
business is business.
Business.
Yeah,
You know,
business
mama,
is definitely
daddy,
business.
no matter who you is, if you owe me, pay me, or
That's why you don't miss business with personal.
So what y'all gonna tell her to do?
You gotta tell your friend, baby girl, I'm sorry, friend, best
You
friend,
gotta give
family,
me
sister,
something,
whoever. No, it's just like, if you're not gonna pay me my money back, I'm gonna take my loss, but just know you can't get shit else from me. That just is what it is. Like, if you're gonna do that, if that's how you gonna play it.
To me, I don't think her nigga checking for the money. I think her nigga is checking for the principle of
Yeah.
you
Yeah,
ain't saying
respect.
nothing.
Yeah. That's what I feel like. He just being respectful.
Yeah, he just like, now look, you taking
Like the
advantage of my girl.
Yeah, you
That's
been
what
a
he looking at
pushover.
it as.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, we gotta come in, y'all. We're gonna read, then
Hey,
we're gonna
Reed
move in.
Janisha come in.
I think that's what we read.
I know, I was gonna read Tiara. Friends shouldn't count favors. That is true, but at the end of the day, like, money change. So I'm sorry, $500, that's not no favor no more. A favor is me taking you to work or something like that for no gas money. If you need food, I got you. $500,
Now, if I had
that's not no favor.
$500 to lend,
If I had
then
it,
yeah.
that's different. But at the same time, friends shouldn't count favor. But she feel like she being taken advantage of.
That's
So
where you put the stop on
that's
it,
what the
yeah.
part is, because you always ask because you know I'm gonna give it, but you doing this and this and that.
I mean,
but
low
she ain't pay me
it's
back.
still her fault sometimes, like a little bit, because she's still giving the money.
That's why I say, how you get the 500?
Yeah,
It's like, sis. Let's read this other comment. Tiara Russell said, you don't have to tell your man all of your business, especially if you're helping out a friend and if your bills are paid. If you lend it out, keep quiet and don't do it anymore. Talk to him about it because he's not going to tell you what you don't want to hear. Somebody said you fly to the U. Go ahead, JJ.
But when you keep quiet, it draws a problem at the end. Like now is a
Like
problem.
taking advantage
You
part.
see what I'm saying? If her and her dude or whoever is cordial and good, she should come to them and be like, hey, babe, she should be like, hey, babe, I'm sending along such and such $100. You know what I'm saying? It would have never got to 500 if he would have knew. Because he would have stopped it a long time ago.
It
Yeah, and I don't
probably
believe in keeping secrets
To be
from your
honest,
mate.
nah.
it probably went further than 500 if he ain't say nothing. If you just want to be honest.
It's probably more than he don't know about. Yeah, so.
Yeah, so I'm going to agree with my nigga. If you
Yeah,
feel like
you
it's
gonna
a
have to say
problem,
something to
then
your
yeah.
friend. Like, is you scared of her?
Friends should do favors, but my friend not gonna take
I
advantage
don't.
of me
She
either.
probably not scared of her, but people sometimes scared of confrontation. So she probably like,
get
this is
that.
my friend. I know she needs this at this time,
If you
but
can't-
I need mine too. But I don't want to start an argument.
If you
People
can't
be
confront your
very
friend, y'all
emotional.
ain't real. If you can't like confront your friend without it being a problem, I don't think you're real
Yeah, y'all not real
friends.
friends. But when you get to that money, people be walking on thin ice.
Then, baby, you better skate around here.
Skating.
You
Yeah.
better tiptoe.
All right, so that's the end of that. Anybody? I
Y'all
don't see no more
feel me?
comments, so we gonna move on, and we gonna get to the nitty gritty of the topic. First of all, we just want to give each of y'all an opportunity to give the backstory about how you started and what made you go into business for yourself. Tenia, you can go first.
Well, Pop Out started as like slang between me and my friends way like 2014. Like, girl, we going to the club, let's pop out. What you gonna wear? Let's put on these hoes. Like a long time ago. And I remember one time I was in the hair salon and I was like, New Year coming up. And I'm like, dang, I need to do something for a second income. What I'm gonna do? So I'm getting my hair done, and then my sis was like, well, make money off of what you like to do. I said, well, I don't like doing it, but going to the club, going to the mall. So I was like, you know what, everybody always write me and ask me to style them, so I can just be a stylist. So she was like, oh yeah, that'll be good, so what you gonna name me? And I'm like, damn, I don't know. Whole week went by, she sent me a to-do list to start my business. Couldn't think of a business thing for a whole week. Still going to the club saying, bitch, let's pop out. So I was like, oh, duh, I'm going to call it pop out. So I started out as a stylist. I worked with fashion shows, the everyday person, helping them, like, shop at the mall for what they was going to wear to work and stuff. And then after that, like, one of my best friends, Chastity Simone, she a high-end model. I was styling her for shoots. Then it came to like, dang, what I'm gonna do so people can know I'm a stylist. So that's how the idea of my very first shirt came out. It was just like a uniform for me to wear when I go to the mall. I released that shirt and then I had an idea to remake the rock band tee way before people started releasing. It took me 2 years to finalize it. So I had 2 designs, but this was just for me to wear it to the mall to help people with their clothes. As soon as I wore them shirts, everybody was like, when you gonna start selling them? I was like, I ain't gonna sell no damn shirts. It's just for me to wear it to the mall. I don't sell shirts. So it was like a battle of me saying I'm not selling shirts. I was like, let me go ahead and try to do this. So 1 shirt led to 2 shirts, 3 shirts, and it just went from there. That's how Pop Out came.
And you started in 2014?
Well, yeah, as a stylist in the end now. So it's just been multiple layers of shirts. So right now, for the past 2 summers, this is going to be the second summer, I've been transitioning because initially my goal was to have a boutique. I didn't want to have a clothing line. To me personally, I don't feel like Pop Out is a clothing line, just t-shirts. So I've been working on manufacturing, going through all this stuff to open my boutique. It's so stressful because I'm like a perfectionist, and I feel like if that shit is not up to par, I'm not doing it. So I'm trying to expand right now. But yeah, this is how I started.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, JJ, go ahead, tell us.
Well, I started my business. I was working at this car lot called Tenia Auto Repair, and I was there for maybe 7 months to about 8 months. So I was only making $300 a week, working 6 days. So that was like $50 a day. So one day I was selling this girl a car, and there was a lot of people inside. The man told me, to do something. He yelled at me. I'm like, man, you don't got to yell at me. He like, I got you in the palm of, I have you in the palm of my hand. So I felt it kind of like, I'm in my feelings now because you said this in front of a bunch of girls. Like, nigga, I got you in the palm of my hands. So after that, you know, I went home. I couldn't sleep. So I'm like, man, I believe in myself. I'm going to open up my own shop. So in 30 days, I gave myself 30 days. In 30 days, I moved out of his shop and I moved into my first location. And when I moved into my first location, like everybody used to talk about me because I had an old raggedy Volvo. I had to go cross the street to use the restroom. So I just stayed humble and I got my shop going. And then that was my first shop. And then in 2016, when my daughter Tariana had passed, she was in that white Tahoe that fell off the high five. Once she had passed, it just like made my business expand even more. So I ended up opening up my second shop, which is on Ledbetter, and then that started going good. A lot of people started coming to me to help them open up business. So I was helping them at no cost. So once I opened that one up, I had opened up a shop down on Redbird and Crockett Hill. That started going good. So I just like stay motivated, and I always remember what that man told me, that I was in the palm of his hand. So I told myself that I'd never work for nobody, no matter what it takes, you know. So I just went from there, and I never looked back.
So did either one of y'all go through a bank to get your startup money? Like, how did you?
At the mud, what the boys be saying? No,
At the
please.
mud, okay.
I never went to a bank for a loan or anything. Actually, I never really did it for money. The money just came. Like, initially, when I came out with the shirts, I was like, well, if y'all want me to sell them $20, and it just went from stacking, flipping, sell this, invest in something else. It was never a time where I went to a bank.
Tasha?
Well, the way I started, I had a white 2002 S500, and I had a Rick. And when I had the Rick, I didn't get my car fixed. I went and bought my machine, and I went from there. But I never had a bank.
What type of machine?
State inspection machine.
Oh.
I never had a loan. I never borrowed money. No payday loan. No nothing. It's just like I wasn't buying shoes. I wasn't buying clothes. I wasn't going out. I was eating burgers. So, you know.
I need to
That's
start.
So you limit your sources, like you limit.
Yeah, I
your
limit my
spending.
sources.
Yeah, right.
Like my mom, she was always make sure I cook. She always make sure my clothes washed. You know what I'm saying? I just wear like a t-shirt from the dollar store and some shorts.
That's how you supposed to.
Because
do it.
I knew-
When you in
Yeah,
hustle
when you
mode,
hustle mode,
I
you
knew
heard me.
that.
you
You
can't
got
see me every time we look at a mess when I'm doing
In the
that.
long run,
For
it would
real.
have paid off.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You can smile, you can laugh, you can talk about the way I dress, but I know as long as I stay
You see the bigger
focused,
picture.
I seen it because all my friends or whatever was in the same business. So I seen they cars, they houses. So I'm like, okay, so if they can do it, I can do it.
Yeah.
And I always believe in myself first. So that's our biggest problem. If we don't believe in ourselves, we ain't gonna get nowhere.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? Believe in yourself, love yourself, and you can do anything that's possible. You know what I'm saying? Anything. So, you know, after I did that, I opened up a tax company, and
And now you got a beauty bar coming.
now I got a beauty bar coming. Stay tuned. Right.
I have a question for both of y'all. So do y'all believe the saying, you are what you hang around?
Yes, most definitely. Yes.
So do you feel like if you was to hang around 4 broke people, you'll become the 5th one?
Facts.
Yes.
I believe that.
My opinion, if you hang around 4 broke people and you got money, you're gonna have to take care of them 4
You're
broke
gonna have the
people.
most problems.
Look at our stories,
Or
huh?
you can motivate them to go get some money, right?
It depends.
Yeah.
It's a mindset thing.
Yep.
Some people see stuff and they be like, damn, I need to use this as an example of what kind of route I want to follow. Some people look at it and get envious.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
just
most
depends on the
definitely.
mindset. I do believe that you are who you hang around. That's why I just gotta be around people who got stuff to lose because they focus different. My friends be about their money. That's it. Period. We go hang outside a little bit, but other than that, about your money. But if I found myself around people that gossip and always in the mix, I wouldn't say in the mix. We always everywhere. But I'm saying like gossip and
Always in
being
the middle of
negative.
drama.
That's what it is. Being negative. I just feel like those type of people that with those interactions, they mindset just off.
Yes, most definitely.
It's a
I
mindset
totally
thing.
agree.
Wanna go ahead with the
We're gonna go ahead and start with the question.
interview question?
Okay. I mean, you both can. I don't know who wanna go first. But
She can go first.
Okay.
Oh my God, why me?
Okay.
Give me time to meditate.
So the first question is, how did you gain perseverance to start your own business?
My followers, my customers, if people didn't pressure me like, come here, do this, do that, I'd probably be like careless, nonchalant.
Correct.
I'd be like, I ain't gotta do this because I've always been in corporate America. I've been working bank jobs since before my daughter came. So I was good. Number one, training classes, new hires. So to me, having a business, that was never a part of my plan. I was like, I'm gonna work at this bank, I'm gonna retire with my 401k,
Well, that's-
and I'm gonna be y'all boss. No,
That's me right
plan.
now.
But no, that's how it was. I still had that mindset up until like a couple months ago, probably like a year ago. But other than that, I think my customers, they really made me be like, you know what, I really can do this. And I just started doing it.
Mine is, I'm gonna say, the people that put me down, because like I was bad from 14 to I was bad from 14 to 20. I went to prison from 20 to 26, and my whole time people always said I'd never be nothing.
See.
So I wasn't trying to like prove to them, but I was trying to prove to them because I knew, like, I made mistakes because I just wanted to, because I was with the wrong crowd, but I knew what I had in me because I believe in me.
Right.
So that was my bigger motivation. A lot of people saying I wouldn't make it, I couldn't do this, I couldn't do that. So it pushes me, like, still to this day, when a person say I can't do something, I tend to do it because you said I can't do
Yeah,
it.
just because you said I can do it.
Everybody just liking it. Oh my God. Like everybody just saying wow and loving it. Like nobody even. Okay.
Reach it.
Okay, so my question is, why you gotta laugh? Come on, fam.
Ooh, yeah, oh my God.
So my question is, what are your pros and cons of having a business? The pros and
You
cons.
go first.
The pros and cons of having this business is, family, I love y'all, but I'm going to talk about y'all.
No, say that, please. You gotta say that.
Okay, my pros and cons is it's good to have your own business because you're your own boss, but the con is you still have to get up and go to work as if you're an employee. You just can't sit back and work. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people think because you own your own business that you don't put in work. That's a lie. Sometimes you put in more work than the employees. The con, the bad side, you make a lot of money, but you spend out a lot of money.
Tell them.
And a lot of people see what's coming in, but they don't see what's going out.
You don't see that back in.
A lot of people want to borrow money, borrow your car, stay with you because they know you have it. And it's, sometimes it's hard to say no because by being a black-owned business, you want to try to please everybody. And that's where we go wrong when we trying to please everybody. So, as soon as you say no, they go on Facebook and write a bad remark, Instagram, flip around, whatever they be on. So you really have to be nice to everybody.
Yeah.
So you can, keep it going.
For me, the pros of having a business is you building something, you establish something to pass down to your kids, your family. It's gonna be yours. If it's yours, that means however you want to do it, you're entitled to make it yours. Can't nobody tell you what's right or wrong about it. The bad thing about business, I wouldn't even say it's a bad thing. For me, I personally think, back to that mindset, you have to be structured. I always say you have to have more discipline and money to run a business. You can have money all day, cash out, sell out, but if you go spend that money in the club and don't reinvest it back in your business, then it's really nothing. And going back to what he said about, what was you just saying about, damn, you just said something. I said I was going to piggyback off of it.
Spending more time than
The
your
money
employees.
that's coming in and going out.
No, about working all the time.
Oh,
Another thing with
some-
having a business, you don't have nobody telling you go to lunch, go to break, make sure you do this within your 8 hours. Like, you have to be on yourself. You have to make a to-do list. You got to tell yourself, make sure you follow up with this, make sure you follow through with that, make sure you pay this, make sure you invoice that. You don't have nobody over your shoulder remind you what you got to do. Them 8 hours that you work for somebody else ain't nothing. You got to work 24 hours. You got to wake up in the middle of your sleep. Y'all think that little lavish life, flexing on the ground, boss life? No, it's more than just a title. It's really hard work. It's not easy at all. Like at all.
I respect it.
It doesn't matter. I respect it.
Girl, I'm trying to see what this says.
What's your question?
But I don't know what you wrote.
Why do you feel blacks?
No.
Wow.
Okay, then the third question is, why do you feel blacks don't support one another?
People hate what they don't understand. That's how I see it. I see it's so crazy because most of the I don't support black-owned businesses because y'all do this, y'all do that. I always see most of those comments from people who establishing their own business. So I feel like, although it's times where I feel like that too, but I would never publicly make that as a statement because one thing I've realized is we all started from the bottom.
Correct.
So although people can handle situations different and better and make sure you coexist with each other, I feel like black people don't support each other because they just be waiting on somebody's downfall, just be dry hating. Like, why you couldn't just tell the other person or message them or call them and be like, we both starting from the bottom. I understand stuff get out of hand and stuff that you can't control, but all you have to do is communicate. Black people don't know how to communicate. They jump to the conclusion, they ready to go viral. They don't care about your business. They don't care about nothing. They just want people to see you, that one person, making a comment. They want clout. And they just run with it. And I feel like most of their negative feedback come from people who trying to start business. It don't be people that just want to make sure everybody doing good and want to actually genuinely support people. It be people who trying to start a business just like you on Earth. Hi. Yeah, people have to understand.
My opinion is black people don't support black people because of envy. Like, they'll see that you doing good, and instead of them asking, how did you get it, they'll talk about you and smell in your face. It's just really just like hating.
So I gotta pick back up this. One thing that bothers me, and it really don't bother me, but to his point, black people are lazy. I'm not even gonna say black people. I don't even like saying black people. People in general. I'm gonna say millennials because we young.
Correct. I would say that as
so
well.
Millennials are young. Are lazy. Like, I hate when people be like, I hate when y'all know information and y'all don't tell nobody. The person who got the information, nobody told them. They had to research it. People don't want to research it. They just want to make a status and jump on people's comments and be like, you need to tell me this information. Tell me this information. They act like they entitled to some shit. Y'all not entitled to nothing. Like, people who start from the bottom, they researching this shit. We ain't got nobody that we can call and be like, hey, bro, what's the information on it? People don't want to research. And when they see that you're not providing that information, now, you don't want to get the information, you don't want to get a plug up.
Yep.
So now, I ain't fucking with them. No, like, quit being lazy. Like, y'all can't walk in Gucci and ask Gucci who do that shit.
Yeah.
But they definitely not gonna say anything.
Y'all can't walk in Gucci and ask Gucci who do that shit. But what y'all doing? Going to go get the machines, finding that fun and pressing it on them shirts and going about y'all business. Y'all done found another route. But y'all can't do that when nothing else. Y'all just want to. Girl,
That's fine. So talk about.
I have a question. Are you finished your question?
Yeah, you can go ahead.
So, have you guys ever came across somebody where they were like, where you had well, not an altercation, but like where you did a service to them and they was mad and they like backlashed?
No, because I try to beat my customers to the punch.
Yes, plenty, every day.
Yeah.
Every day.
It's stuff go wrong all the time. Like right now, like I got a slide order that's out. Like my vendor is so far, like not even in the USA. So the pre-order's been out like for months. But I communicate with all my customers. I don't have a problem with making a PSA Facebook status because everybody always on my page. But I always stay in contact with my customers. Hey, just let you know this was going on, this was going on, this was going on. I don't wait till the last minute, I have people money. 3 months later, they be like, where my shit at? They already done talked to them 3-4 times.
Yeah.
And then
So I
when the
think
stuff
it's
come in, I
constant
give them free
communication.
stuff. I always give away free stuff.
I'm
try to
just
be good to
asking. The
punch.
reason why I asked was because.
No, go ahead. I'm looking.
The reason why I asked was because I don't support black businesses no more.
Why? You want to out?
Yeah, but the reason why I don't is because I bought from somebody twice. We had an altercation twice. And the first time that I bought from her, the instructions that I gave her, like, she never reached out to me and was like, well, this is what's going on. She just gave me something that I didn't ask for. So when I got it, I asked her about it, and she put another person in it, and me and that person started getting into it. So, and it was my birthday. I was turning 20. So I just let the situation slide, boom, boom, boom. Here come my birthday again. I was like, okay, I really like what she do, so I'm gonna try it again. So I bought something from her again, and then what I brought, I couldn't fit it. So I was like, could she alter it or whatever to make it fit me? And every time it was always an issue. It was issue. So this one last time I asked her, she was like, she ain't got no sewing machine, and I was like, well, how you expect for me to wear something that I bought your product and I can't even fit it, and you knew I couldn't fit it from day one. So ever since then, I was like, no.
Let me ask you something.
So
did she have a business?
businesses? I think it's just
She got a business.
Like where you can go in? Because that's one of my.
Well, you can't go in, but it's like she have an online boutique or whatever you want to call it.
See, that's a problem. See, that's why I'm delaying like my situation with me expanding my boutique because I'm so personable with my customers. Like I got all my customers' phone numbers saved. Like I'm cool with them in my eyes. But that's to her point. Like it's kind of hard for you to say you got an online boutique or you establishing this boutique, especially if we in the same city. It's like I'm buying something from you. We in the same city, and you got clothes. I want to try this on.
a lot of the online stuff be from Amazon.
Yeah.
And
It rubbed me like the wrong way because I was like, I'm trying to
Who made your shirts for your party, for your baby party?
The person that made the shirts for my baby party, her name is Jamesia Vaughn. Yeah.
Who made your treats and stuff?
My treats, Regina Rusk made my
What
treats.
color is she?
Black.
Let's say
support.
you
Let's
don't
support.
support her,
Yeah,
which
we
is
just had
fine.
one
But
incident.
I mean, we should.
I mean, several incidents with one
That threw
person.
me for a whole
Girl,
loop.
that was good.
You know, Kenneth, we use Kenneth Studio. He black. We never had
Who's
no
gonna
issue
check
with
out
him.
your car when you leave?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
like we in Dunn Studio right there. We text
Bro,
our
that threw me for a
Yeah,
whole
you do not
like,
pop
that
your
threw me
shirt.
for a whole
That's why I came
loop.
over because I'm like, okay,
I'm
if
like-
she about pop that stuff, let me come.
But
I don't know y'all.
Yeah.
But no, it's just some people that
I
I
get what
know.
you're saying.
You know, some people, but that really just rubbed me the wrong way. Seriously, I
Yeah,
was
I be
like,
mad
I just
too.
really feel like that's messed up because
But
like,
just don't go to her. Just like
not.
with Anthony. I don't mean to
You
do
don't
that.
say no names.
I didn't mean to do that, but with some seamstresses in the Dallas area where it's constantly bad reviews. I don't think you shouldn't go to a black seamstress in the Dallas area. I just feel like don't go to that person.
Be
Like
selective.
it's more than one.
Yeah.
Okay, so that kind of brings me to my next question, and I'm on the Dallas subject. Do you feel that Dallas support black cities like like blacks like other black cities do? Like how Atlanta is like 1,000 hair salons, like 1,000 beauty bars, but in Dallas, one person do something, and then if somebody else try to do it, oh, you copycat, no, they ain't you ain't
They're
the
gonna make a
original.
status. They're gonna shake down.
They're gonna
So,
shut you down.
like, do you feel like Dallas is like kind of like a crab in the bucket mentality?
What I will say is, we only see what Atlanta show. We ain't in there.
Yeah, we not.
So for the
Right.
gram, it might be looking like everybody supporting each other, which I don't think that they don't support each other. I just think they have a better foundation. That's what I can honestly say because I'm so tied to social media. I pay attention to stuff like that, and I feel like Atlanta got a better foundation. They got people down there that's really leaving the door open for the next person, and I feel like with what we got in Dallas, everybody's so new to it. If they ain't really trying to grasp the concept, they trying to be bosses already. So that's where the problem come in. Everybody got this new way. They want to headline everything and act like they got their foot down
You
on
gotta
shit.
play
They ain't
back so
helping
you can play
nobody.
the front.
And even if so, even if you don't pay the back or the front, people need to understand you can pay the middle too. And still, the person in the middle can make more money than the people that's in the front.
The
And
middle
that's
man,
how
it is.
the middle man make more money than everybody in
Yeah.
reality.
They don't understand that. Everybody in Dallas want to be in the front and mad if you trying to come up on the side of them.
Yeah.
So that's what it is. But people in Dallas, we don't know.
That's what I'm saying. You don't know.
I really can't pay attention to it.
That's a hard question. I just feel like if we all just like get together on one accord, we can be like Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? It can be more black owned business here in Dallas because it is a lot of potential here in Dallas.
Yeah, it is.
But
It is.
when we
I
I
try
be
to,
seeing stuff. I be inspired myself.
it was like, okay, so where my beauty bar is at, it's a shop, like the parking lot, and this is another empty shop. And my homegirl wanted to get that. And she's like, well, I don't want to get that because you open up a beauty bar. It doesn't matter.
It don't.
If it's 5 of them here, it doesn't matter because your customers is your customers. My customers is my customers. These type of shops, people just not walking into. So 7 of us can be right there. So I feel like if we just like agree and help each other, we can be just like them. We can be the next Atlanta or better be Atlanta.
Or we can be ourselves. We can be in Dallas.
So yeah, we just gotta support one another. Quit
Yeah.
thinking that everything is a competition.
Yes, that's the biggest problem.
It's enough
They,
for
like
everybody
you
to
can ask anybody who work for me if they ever want to go on their own, I'm gonna bag them back 100%.
Thank you, Anisha.
With 0 cost. If you want to open your own inspection, your tax office, your beauty bar, I'm gonna bag you up and send you on your way because I know that it's money for everybody.
And that's what they missing. They just think it's just
Yeah, it's
limited
money.
amount.
But they
not.
see,
And it's
like,
not.
Y'all don't understand like what, because I'm pretty sure we all share the same Facebook friends, but there's just like a small percentage of the city that
Yeah.
we even
Don't
touch.
hello.
But people think since you got all these shares, you get 52 shares, 500 comments, 500 likes, that that's just all the people in this
It's
pool.
millions of people in Dallas.
And that's one of the
Millions.
richest cities.
how many?
Millions,
How
millions,
many?
millions, and millions of them.
I just feel like Dallas' biggest problem is they try too much to be like Atlanta.
You think so?
I know so. They try too hard. Like they done changed everything. To
I just
match
feel like
Atlanta.
Dallas
Like,
try
what?
to
Give
be
me
too
an
trendy.
example.
I don't even feel like as far as they try to be like Atlanta, I just feel like nobody supports each other. Like just say Tenia sold shirts and then I decided, you know, I got an idea for a shirt. I want to make shirts. Okay, well then everybody gonna say you copying Tenia, just like the situation we had. It's other people who do shows. Their shows is good. They taking nothing from that show. I watch that show. I love that show. But when we start our show, you got people, oh y'all trying to follow them like it's room for everybody to eat, just like it's K104, 97.9 to B105.7. All them stations been on for years.
And they all
And they got
And
their
they all
own
getting that
market,
money.
and they
in the
all
same
get
building,
money.
right?
I don't think they're in the same.
Two of them are. 2 of them are. 94.5 and
Yeah, them
97.9.
stations.
Just
Yeah,
what I'm
97.9
saying.
big.
This what I'm saying.
Yeah, give me an example.
Like, okay, they say Dallas hairstylists charge too much, but you'll try to go to Arrogant Tate. How would that even work?
Arrogant Tate prices, I can honestly say either match or is.
But I'm saying, you just get what I'm saying. You'll go support another person before you will support the own people that
Because this is the thing. Although somebody in Dallas doing her and they see Arrogant Tate work, just because he in Atlanta don't mean I can't support him because he's not from my city. Because true enough, Dallas do got some good hairstylists, but let's be real, they don't do her good like the people in Atlanta. They do her good, but they hair is not like the people in Atlanta. And I'm not taking it from nobody because I love stylists. I obviously get my hair done here. But what I'm saying is, because me personally, I would want Arrogant Tate to do my hair, but just because I let him do my hair, I wouldn't want my stylist to be like, why are you going in there? You supposed to be able to go to whoever. Just like back in the day, it was somebody who did your wrap, somebody who did your braids, somebody who did... People forget that. Yeah. You can go to Atlanta and get your hair done, but their prices are fairly close for a better quality. That's why people would rather fly out there. It ain't about I want to look like the people in Atlanta. It's like I want my hair laid. This is the current trend, and I want to go to
like that. So as far as the hair go, I know another issue that a lot of the girls was having with stuff is because they feel like people charge for service. Like back in the day, you used to get your hair washed, all that, washed, done, put under the dry, and all that for like $60. Now they want the same thing. Like my stylist, she does wash my hair, but it's gonna cost extra, and I'm gonna have to come early. Y'all be want to be in and out the beauty shop in the hour and want these girls to do everything. No,
baby,
but I feel like back in the day,
and you don't even have no hair.
But back in the day, I feel like it was like that. It is a separate fee to get your hair washed because one of my family members, she old school, she still got her salon over there in Oak Cliff somewhere, and she charged a separate price. The only difference is we got style seat, we got scheduler, and you got all these different choices, and they seeing them prices already hot about her, and they panicking. But I feel like stylists been charging a separate fee to get their hair washed.
They just didn't know. They just didn't
know. They just already incorporated it in the price.
Yeah.
But people are doing you a favor with actually breaking down. No, this is what I'll come with it. I don't think people don't be thinking like this.
It's skipping, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, y'all. They say skipping. Okay. That's on phone.
Is it working now?
Yeah. Is it working? Is it better? If not, we're gonna have to do something. They say yeah.
Okay.
Question number 5. How do you feel about refunds and disputes?
Had somebody dispute on you, cash app, and didn't say they ain't do
Services
that?
was not rendered.
Nobody disputed. Knock on wood. Don't play with me. Not playing. But I've always offered refund. At first, I had a policy where it was like no refund. But it's like in my mind, I'm thinking if I'm finna go buy some, if it ain't right, I want my money back.
Oh,
so
yes,
why would
ma'am.
So I don't have a problem with it. If it's an issue where I feel like it's gonna go over too much of my time and it's gonna be too much back and forth, I will be like, hey, you want a refund? To go on this day of the issue. You want a refund? Hey, I know this is going wrong. I can give you your money back or you can do something else.
So have anybody ever disputed on you? No.
No dispute though.
I never had no dispute.
Good.
Good.
Thank God. I think that come from
Yeah, I had some
communication though.
refunds.
Yeah.
It's
How
like,
can you get a refund on your if your car passed the failed inspection?
Oh yeah, that's a good question.
now because like I don't have no problems on the inspection. I had a refund like I'm working on somebody's car.
Oh, okay.
Like you brought me your car and you tell me it's your water pump. So I asked you, do you want me to diagnose your car? You like, no, it's my water pump. So I'm gonna put your water pump on. And then when I put on your water pump, come to find out it might be your thermostat. And if I see that me and you shouldn't have problems, I'm just gonna tell you, you know what, ma'am, you good. You don't owe me nothing because I don't want no bad reviews.
Yeah, that's good.
Because a lot of people, like, they'll Google me and they be like, oh, I'm like, how you get my number? We looked you up on Google. I don't want no bad reviews because bad reviews will
reviews?
yeah, you know what I mean, bad reviews, whatever, it will determine your
success.
yeah, so
Yeah.
I just,
Okay. Yeah, that's true.
you know,
Cool.
but I don't have that. I can have probably like 1 or 2 times.
Oh, it's me. Okay, so how do you feel about family and friends trying to get discounts?
You was waiting on that, JJ.
That's how I told how it is.
I don't do discounts.
Or feeling like they need something free.
Nothing is free. Because if I give you a discount, my mama a discount, my granny a discount, my sister a discount, what am I in business for? Because a lot of your customers, or a lot of my customers, is families and friends.
Correct.
So if I give all my families and friends discount, who's gonna pay this overhead on the first? Who's gonna pay this payroll every Friday? No one. You know, so I don't give discounts because when that cable do, Time Warner not gonna give me no discount.
They should not. They definitely not.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? Energy ain't gonna give me
They
no
gonna
discount.
text you in.
So I don't give out
It
discounts.
cuts you off in the middle.
Because business is business. Like if I came to your business and you say it's $35 to wash your car, I'm gonna pay you $35. Because when you come to my business, I want you to pay me. Like I don't know about anything like that because I want you to do me the same way. So in order for me to want somebody to do me like that, I need to treat people like that. So I don't give discounts.
Correct.
I think I'm blessed. Like my friends, I'll release them. I always show my friends everything first, obviously. And if they want it, they cash out full price. It's a blessing.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, friends.
But they
Thank
should
her
do that
friends.
anyway if they know you're trying to be successful, like support me
Yeah,
and
that's
pay
what
me
I was
for
gonna
my
say. I don't
product.
even feel like friends should. Like if I'm your friend and you start a business, like I wouldn't even ask for discount. I'm gonna want to pay full
Yeah.
price because
I
I'm
wanna
gonna
see
want to
you eat.
support you.
That's
Yeah, I want to
family
see you
or
eat.
friends.
Family or friends.
Oh, you know, yeah, that's just.
But then at the same time, like I feel like I ain't gonna say it's a discount, but look out for your friends too, because it's just like if you was to drop a shirt and your homegirl want it and she ain't got it right now, I'm pretty
I'm
sure
like,
you
go
go,
ahead.
girl, go get
Yeah.
your shirt. But then it's your, as a friend, I'm gonna be like, when I get it, I'm definitely gonna pay my friend back.
Yeah.
So I just feel like it's a, you know, a balance.
The only
between that.
person
Or
I
if
give
it's some-
discounts
Or if I
to,
get, or she buys something frequently all the time, I might throw something extra in there.
If
Right,
it's
but I
55
always
below.
have to
Yeah,
keep.
my little
I always have to
eyelashes.
I
I
always
just
keep
say
one of
scissors.
everything. So if people that say, I'm like, girl, just go get the one in my house. It ain't that serious. But my friends know I'm also like this. Like I don't want my friends to be pop out cheerleaders. I don't want y'all to think because y'all my friends, y'all gotta have everything that come out.
And see, that's another thing I see on social media a lot is people say, your homegirl do makeup, why you gonna ask this girl to do your makeup? Your homegirl do hair, why you gonna ask this girl to do your hair? Like, sometimes your friend is not good, so I'm not gonna let you play.
Or not good enough.
Just not good
Oh,
enough.
yeah, or she just not where she needs to
That's
be.
not my friend now like that.
She does not be where she needs to be, so as a friend, I'm gonna show your stuff and I'm gonna recommend you to people, but I'm not gonna let you play in my head. Like, I'm not gonna let you play in my head. I'm not gonna let you play in my face. Like, I'm just like, but I don't feel like I'm a bad friend, like, by not letting you. I just know what I like.
And another thing people don't realize is support come in different ways. Like just because
Correct.
somebody ain't buying something, like sharing something, referring somebody, giving your number out, that's all a form of support. Engaging on your page, leaving comments, or leaving this all
Yeah.
support.
You're right. Okay, so did you have any reservations like starting a business when there's so many like yours? Like I know it's the Mad Love and then JoJo, it's inspection stocks on every corner. So like, did you have like any reservations starting a business like because there's so many similar to yours?
No, I started before them. And I love all them. Like people, everybody who like got a shirt, like Carlos is like my dog. Everybody who got a shirt, I'm cool with everybody who got a shirt line.
That's what's up.
It's good.
So, but like you didn't feel like any competition, like Nike, I don't know, who make t-shirts.
Because I feel like what's for you is for you. And then at the same time, like each one of our brands have different personalities to me. Like we
That's
all-
what I feel like that
Yeah.
really
But
sells your
it's
business.
all
Yeah.
different.
Yeah, I got you, JoJo.
No, I feel like it's a state inspection shop across the street from me, and we all work together. Like every shop that I know, they send me work, I send them work. It's like the moral of the story is it's enough money for everybody.
Correct.
And then once we start sharing, like once I start sharing or you start sharing with other people that's in the same field, believe it or not, you're gonna make more money.
Collaboration.
It's
Because
the
Over
best.
competition.
If I'm going to
I like
California
that.
for a week, I'm gonna send you my work. When you going to Mexico for 2 weeks, you're gonna send me your work. So by us helping each other, it's
Your network is your network.
I feel like
when you try to be in the closet by yourself, you're not gonna make a lot of
You
money.
not.
I feel like people motives are wrong. Like when people want to start businesses, like they just look online. Like say if a girl just see you doing your pop out show, they be like, "Oh girl, you know I can do that too. I think I can make that same amount of money." Like people motives is just about the money. They not. It's not about nobody's
Doing it.
passion.
And
no
they
more.
crash
Like,
every
When
yeah,
time.
like,
I
it's-
start bleaching the
that's right.
shirts,
They
I
crash
saw
every
that
time.
all the
It's
time.
not about like passion anymore. Like some people don't even like doing it. Like it's just.
It's for the money.
But you can always tell the difference though. You can get on Facebook right now and see 3 people post that they starting a business or they selling a service. You can see people who really passionate and people who just trying to finesse. I need to get my bills paid this week. Let me go
Yeah.
sell this.
And then my
Because
whole
the next
thing
week you got a different business.
Exactly. Now, my whole thing is it's okay to promote yourself, but if every 5 minutes or every 10 minutes you gotta repost a shirt that you made or repost like something like, what do you like? I just don't
Well, not
understand
even
it.
that. This
Like,
week you sell her. Next week you sell
You
hair
doing
fix.
eyelashes.
Then the next week that you do eyelashes. Now you want to do makeup.
now you do her.
Now you back stripping. Like no
Like,
shade to
like,
stripping, but it's just
pick
like you not finding yourself and there's no passion behind your craft. So that's why none of these are
You
taking
just
off.
jumping
The
around.
reason why you jumping from topic to topic. Oh, now I want to play in events. Oh, now I want to do tattoos. Like you don't have no craft. You don't have no love behind none of that stuff. Because if you did, you would take the time to research it and invest in yourself. But you just whatever making me money right now. That's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
Well, what it is, they be going with the trend.
Exactly.
On what's going
Everything
out.
in Dallas is a trend.
You know what I'm saying? Like-
Everything, the clothes, the people, the looks, everything.
Like during tax season, you know,
Everybody
doing
It was
taxes.
bananas.
That's
I'm not
every
even gonna
year.
lie.
It was crazy.
Like
every year.
This year
when
was
I opened
crazy.
up my tax
This
company,
year was
I
crazy.
swear to God, I had about 300 negative comments in my inbox about who was doing my taxes, blah blah this and blah blah that. So a lot of them I didn't respond to, but then a lot of them I showed them clippings of who I had training my girls. The she the executive for Jackson Huey in my office, probably right now as we speak. You know what I'm saying? Elmo that owned Tax Dollars. I had all of them to come in. So because I knew that it was gonna be a whole lot of you just started. My girls are trained. 6 months training, not no 2 weeks and we train.
Listen,
You know what I'm saying?
This,
So-
I went to this true story. I went to one lady this year to try to do my taxes, and she was like, "You gonna end up owing, whoop the whoop the whoop," and she was like, "You can give me this much money, and I'll get you out the hole." I said, "Okay, I'm gonna come back to you next week when I get paid, cause I was gonna pay her." I got on TurboTax,
Did yourself.
did it myself, and got way more than what she was saying I was supposed to get back. So I'm like, I was really gonna get this much back, like low key. That's what I'm thinking in my mind.
Yeah, she
you
was
took,
just
you was trying to, you was trying to finesse. So I just feel like
People are just cruel.
like friend, like, and that lady was like, "If you give me $400, then I can get you back whoop, whoop, whoop." And I did my taxes and got more back than I done ever got.
I was working 3 months and did my own taxes.
See, my whole thing when you go to somebody's business, you gotta look
I
at
ain't wanna say how
yourself
much I
like
had got.
as a customer
3
and the
months,
owner
5 years,
because
that's a
like
lot to be working 3 months.
when I go places, I look at myself as the customer and the owner. Because when I go to, if I was to go to you and I ask you to make me anything, or if I go to you to ask you to fix my car, I expect it. Like regardless, I expect it. So if I come to you and my car not ready, you like expect it. Like expect that backlash. Like it's just 100.
Especially
So
with
don't
law.
expect, like, I think black people think like, okay, oh no, they gonna say this and that. No, like, if you gonna treat me as a customer, treat me as a customer.
Reciprocate.
Like, yeah, like just
Treat
I'm
me
gonna
how
have,
you
I'm
want to be
gonna have
treated
the
if
same
you was a
respect for you.
customer.
That's just like on the 22nd when the first checks came out. A lot of other people that had tax companies talking about don't release no check till 1 o'clock. No, when I get there, if you there, you're gonna get your check. I got there at 6 o'clock in the morning. It was somebody sleeping in their car.
Them people need
Spooked,
their
but
money.
I gave it because you never know.
You
So I
never
said,
know
so
what
you
nobody
see your
gonna
check.
do.
I said, give me about 10 minutes, let me set up, and you come get your check. If I'm there at 12 o'clock at night and you just got off, come get your check. Cause at the end of the day, I don't want to hold your money.
I know.
You might need to pay your rent with that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
Okay.
I guess that's how I did.
So to both of you guys, do you feel you would be more successful with the degree?
No.
I honestly, I don't know about like the whole paper degree and stuff, but I do honestly feel like I wouldn't mind taking classes like trades. I don't know about degree and all that stuff, history and science. I'm not gonna be playing with the people doing it. But as far as like business classes and stuff like that, I don't see anything wrong with. You can pay out of pocket and go to like.
You do
Melodies.
it online.
Yeah, and do all that. I think people should do that regardless of what you can learn on YouTube. Because some people mindset, me, I can't focus studying myself. It takes me a long time. I gotta have highlighters, all that. I can be in a classroom for like an hour and a half. I think people should do it regardless of how much weight a degree holds. People should
So you just feel like maybe your degree should match your passion. Like, don't just go to no 4-year university when you can get the same thing that you really need at El Centro and spend all this money.
But I feel like people don't find themselves after the fact. You know how many people
Yeah,
got
Yeah.
like I have an
Amen.
example because I went to college and I graduated.
I went to college.
Yeah. And it's like,
Wait,
whoa.
what you go to school for?
I went to school for nursing, but I just got my degree in science.
Yeah.
It was just like.
So what do you do now?
Look, we do this.
I've been trying to figure it out.
Talking out loud.
But
Like,
that
to be
don't mean
honest,
you limit
like-
yourself, because I just saw a lady locally in Dallas. I don't know where she is, but I saw somebody post her, and she was a part of a fashion show, and she was a doctor that did makeup, and she was an aspiring
And
model.
see, that's what I love. Like, I guess, like, you go through, to me, college is worth it for you to get life experience. Like, you
And
really
structure.
you really go wiser and you get structure, which in college. Like, you don't gain, like, book knowledge and stuff like that, because to be honest, I'm not gonna lie to you, I never studied in college. Ever.
What you learn?
And I got A's and B's. I never studied.
What
in
you learn?
college.
Tell me something you learned at college.
I don't even remember. Like,
Exactly.
like, to be honest, like, you
What
really
college
just.
you went to?
I went to Texas A&M Commerce, and then I went to University of Texas at Arlington.
Okay.
I graduated from there.
I mean, I understand. I was studying in high school and I still passed.
Yeah, like, so my whole thing is like, college is for you to build, like, actually learn about yourself, who you are, like, what you really like your preference,
Becoming
like,
an
what I
adult.
really like. Yeah, like, becoming an adult. Like, now I feel like, okay, so I went to school all this time. What do I want to do? Now it's like, okay, now you're more focused on fashion because that's what you love, like, But now you done got this degree, like, okay, now what I'm going to do about this? I'm $34,000 in debt.
Make squirrels.
And I be thinking
Boom.
all of this come from not having a plan, an initial plan, but it's like it's so hard.
I feel like
to
it's
have an
people
initial
rush you.
plan. Yeah.
Like school,
It's
like high school rush you just to pick something. Like they just say go to school. So all you thinking
And
like,
you mean within
oh,
the
I gotta
lives,
go to
okay,
school.
so your first year in college, what you gonna be studying? I don't know. So you
Yeah, they don't
study
give
four
and
years.
they don't
They
give
make
you
you
the tools in high school or really college to be successful. Like I feel like in high school they put on you, okay, when you graduate you're supposed to go to a 4-year university, not showing these people that it's people who went to a 2-year trade school and making bank. And they ain't even in that much debt. I feel like they don't give you the tools you need. Just like buying a car. Like in high school, you don't learn about the interest and stuff like that. You don't learn about taxes and stuff like that. Not
They
even
don't
in
take classes
college.
that's necessary.
Not even in college. So it's like,
I learned about that.
What?
you did what?
Account.
Oh yeah, I mean account, but that's if you took that class, baby.
But that wasn't mandatory.
Yeah,
That
that
wasn't
wasn't
mandatory. It
mandatory.
should have been
I
mandatory.
was saying, I mean, that's
It should have been
what I'm
mandatory for
saying.
you to learn about accounting. It should have been mandatory for you to learn about your taxes and how important your credit score is. You don't learn that stuff until you after and it's too late. I feel like it's kind of a system designed for you
To fail.
to fail, designed to get you in that debt because money
And
makes
if
the
you
world
look
go
around
round.
now, y'all, just look how many colleges exist online. You can go to Kaplan University. You can go this
The
and this.
Bronx.
You can go all these
ICBC.
places and get a degree now. Like to me, like they just throwing it out there just so you can just forget everything you want to do with your actual self. Like they just saying, oh, you can go get this degree and you can work here and you can work here. Then you go apply for the job.
So let me ask you this: do you feel like this is for people who go to college and just keep going to get different degrees? Do you feel like people actually going so they can use that degree to
No, baby, they going.
To
I
buy
feel like they
time.
going for the refund and to
buy
buy
time?
time.
I promise to God.
Like
no
because-
shade to nobody, but
like
I feel
yeah, like to be honest, like
if you're not in like these little classes, what are they called? Interns and stuff like that.
Yeah.
yeah, intern
I'm so
classes,
mad
or
at
if you're
those
not
people.
even in your core classes, because people don't understand. When you in college, you can be in college the whole 4 years, and them can just be like regular classes, like math,
Math,
science.
math,
Like
science, that's
you
what I
really
feel
don't
like
learn
that's
nothing
right.
until you get in your core classes. Like that's when, if you go to nursing school, that's when you get into the nursing program. Like all that works totally different. You don't really
student
learn
teacher
nothing
and all
until you actually graduate.
And
You
So
know
to
what I'm
answer
saying?
my question, people just be behind time.
And
Yeah.
another reason I feel like people, what can I say this? Like people get a different life when you go to college. So you went to Pinkston, you was lame, didn't nobody talk to you, you ain't know nobody. You go to school, you gonna pledge. Now you
'Cause I knew a lot of lames.
Like it was like so many people. I'm like, why are you still here? Like you were 27 years old, a professional college student. Why are you still here? I just feel like people, they get to be something they not, or either not even
Or they
be something they
just
not. They
figure it
trying to
out.
find
They
themselves.
trying to figure it
But
out.
I
They
feel
can't
like
figure it
it's
out.
a lot of people that spend too much time at school. Like you done pledge, you got your degree. Not, like what? Why are you still down here going to these
Trying to
parties?
figure it out.
Like when I was in commerce, I was a freshman. It was a 27-year-old lady still at every event, and in my eyes, I was like, "Girl, you too old. Like we is 18 and 19 years old, and you is in these little
Baby,
boys' dorm
freshman,
rooms.
looking around.
You was in these little boys' dorm rooms. I'm talking about Halloween parties. You in the sexiest costume, and you 27. Like I just feel like, girl, this not for you. You ain't found yourself yet. It's time to move around.
Yeah, now I don't say, now don't take it wrong. Like I'm not saying you can't go to college when you're old. Now don't take that wrong. Like because you probably want to go back for nursing or you probably
Yeah,
want to
you
do
said
something.
I wasn't down in her
Like,
age for being in college,
But
but she was
something like, if you just going,
you was
going to school just to buy time, just to say, oh, I figure it out, and then, baby, just
You
let it
should have
go.
been 27 spending the night in
Yeah.
Whitley.
I think college, my opinion, I think you should go to college if you're trying to be like a lawyer
Or doctor.
or doctor or something like that.
Engineering,
Teacher.
mathematics.
This
You gotta
other
get the
stuff
degree.
that we doing there, like,
You
my
gotta
opinion,
take
why
the
waste 4 years in college?
No, you do not.
You can take up a
Take
trade, take up classes, and go on about your business. Because sometimes you can have too much college and you overqualified for a job.
I never heard
Hell,
of that.
what?
No.
No,
Speak on
I
it.
heard for it now, but now
Yes.
when I was working at a bank, I ain't gonna say a bank name, just in case someone still follow me. But it was people who was on my team that was trying to post out to other positions, and they literally got turned down with their degree because they was overqualified.
I've been told I've been overqualified. Like I even applied for a warehouse. They said, "Oh, well, you're too overqualified." I said, "To work at a warehouse?"
Yeah, because they feel like you got all this degree, you're going to take their job.
Or
Oh,
they feel like
that's
you're gonna be
about-
short term. They feel like
Like, I
you,
didn't even
you
went
just
on-
using us as a stepping stone.
Like I
and
didn't
you
even
don't
went
plan
on
to be here.
interviews where it's
figure
just
it out.
like you got a high school diploma, like where they like, and you be like, you go to the interview and they say, "Oh well,
It's like a catch
Yeah.
22. It's like,
Like,
if you
yeah,
just got a
it's
high school
always
diploma,
something.
Or,
It's
they,
like,
or
oh, you
if
don't
you
got
got a
this
degree and
experience.
they trying to give you $12 an hour. What I look like making $12 an hour?
And I did 4 years
and
of
I
college.
did like me and you both making $12 an hour.
Hello.
Like,
there was so many
I
people
was
that I
making
worked with at these
$17.
banks and these call center jobs sitting on the side of me with 2, 3, 4 degrees, and I was making more money than them.
Yes, I
Only
worked
because
at
I
the
had been
bank.
working through so many departments since I first started the banking industry, and I had more experience than them. So it's like it didn't matter that they went to college and had these degrees. They was going to school for criminal justice and all kind of shit, and we doing escrow and fucking military loans, and I'll make more money than them.
Yeah.
I don't believe in college or seminars.
Why?
I love me a seminar too.
I just feel like
I go.
if it's something, I'd rather go like online or on YouTube
Yeah, I like that.
and research. Like 4 o'clock in the morning, I'm up
Me too. I can't.
on internet looking at different stuff on YouTube.
See, now I've been turning towards YouTube too. Like a
Yeah,
lot
because
of
like
stuff.
everything is on YouTube.
Yes, it's like everything.
I feel
You
like
need
with the
everything.
seminars thing, especially with being a black business owner, I see the positive in that because you can use that as a networking experience. So
Yeah, that's true.
I see where you're going through.
Yeah,
These
you can use it
classes,
as a
$700,
networking.
$800, like.
I know, see, I'm not paying all of that, but like
I
if
see
it's
them
like a
for
little,
$100,
if it's like a $30 seat,
I'll
I'ma
ask
go,
you.
especially if it's a
See,
$30
I like
thing and
hands-on
Lady J
training.
gonna be there.
Yes,
I'm
well,
definitely going.
Yeah, I like hands-on training.
Y'all, I be looking at. I know this kind of off topic, but it ain't. But I be like, I wish I was in the beauty industry with these hair, these eyelashes. They be finessing the game. I be seeing them flies like class $850, come to my class $1,000
$10 a day.
for you to just be there for one day.
Yeah, they
I'm
got
not taking no
class for
class.
eyelashes, $10
Can you? I
a
live
day.
it for one day. Period.
And then one thing I realized, these girls was going to do the eyelash classes, getting a certificate, and legally that don't even mean
I
nothing.
just
Like you have to be a
learned that.
licensed esthetician. Like they was really going getting eyelash certifications from 101 classes, thinking, okay, that mean I'm legal to do lashes.
No,
And
they
it was
not.
just
But see,
learned
that's
that.
the trend. Lashes is the
Yeah,
trend.
but I said, but
That's
that's the
what I'm
trend.
saying.
They
Everybody-
finessing these young
everybody
girls.
research-
They get finessed.
You quiet,
but they
Manny.
can't even do that.
Y'all got a toothpaste.
I'm sorry.
Nah, you need that medicine.
Yeah, it's just like you finessing the game. So I think you last.
So I mean, that was basically the last. Do you feel college degree is worth it?
Preference.
It's just your preference. I feel like it's worth it if you a
It
doctor,
depends if
lawyer,
you're in a
or
line of
something like that.
business and all that.
Yeah, but if you got your degree in criminal justice and you over here doing makeup, then it's not. It wasn't.
You wasted time.
Yeah,
You wasted time.
And money,
money.
baby, money.
Because I can honestly say I feel like I wasted time, but I did gain a life experience. Like it definitely taught me a whole lot. Like going to college, it definitely taught you structure because you had to do your own money. You had to feed yourself. Like it was just, it was just like,
You
wow.
had to feed yourself.
I mean, it grows you up, but in the
I
long
don't remember
run,
college. I went for 2 years, but
Yeah, I remember.
I remember
I went
going
for 0
from
years.
PV to SFA to go to the parties. I remember being at TJC.
like that's like low key, like that's what I remember about college.
I remember the parties as well.
I had to drop out.
Yeah.
Because your baby.
Because my baby daddy didn't want to babysit, so I had to drop out of college. And be
But like, did you get that experience like with parties and stuff?
I mean, that stuff don't excite. I don't know what I am, but that
I don't
didn't
never see
excite
you in
me.
the club. Do you go
That-
out?
No, stuff like
I don't
that.
go
I don't think that excite me. Like going to parties, cause I did it like I was like the little young girl up in clubs and
Yeah.
stuff like that. So
Oh, I'm
when I
late.
when
I'm
I got
late.
grown, I was like, man, I'm just stay at home. That's how I am right now. But I don't care if it's 100 rappers. I'm gonna be 100. I'm gonna be the 101.
If I'm gonna pick 100 fashion lines, I'm telling you I'm gonna come out on top.
No, I
I'm
like
telling
this
you.
little movement with the Dallas girl rappers.
But actually, I was the youngest person working at the bank. I was 18 working at the
Yeah.
bank, and mostly everybody that was around me, they were like way
Older.
way older than me. And
Most
I
people
was
that work in bank
You
are
was
old.
making my money then. That's how I go.
Yeah, or just like that last job you had when it was lady and she was like she taking care of her grandkids and stuff. And y'all was making the same amount of
Oh
money.
yeah, baby. I say, we all up in the same class, and yeah, okay.
78.
You is something else.
All right, y'all. Well, that has been our time. We do definitely want to thank our guests, JJ and Tenia. Where
Yes,
can
get
they
them
find
around
you?
the applause.
Where can they find y'all? Like, what's your
What's your
Instagram, social media? Yeah.
Instagram, Miss Tenia, MISSTENIA. I always feel
Facebook, JJ Brazile.
That's
Get
it.
your car fixed
Yeah,
and get your pop out shirt.
It's
I think I'm on
Inspections.
Snapchat something.
Beauty
Yeah.
bar coming up.
Yeah, never mind, JJ.
Make sure
You
y'all
so
get y'all
old.
beauty packs.
right.
All day.
Oh, and my new shirt that's finna come out.
Oh, that's your new shirt.
I need
Stand up,
to
let
put
them
my
see.
Let them see.
I'm
Get them a shout. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
No, wait
Yeah.
for the camera.
Right now.
She said, "Oh, I haven't looked at the camera the whole time."
We've been looking at each other. It's fine.
It's fine.
All right,
Make sure y'all get her new
y'all.
shirts. But see y'all next week on Talking Out Loud.
He's talking in.
Peace out.
He crazy.
You ended it already?
No,
Save it.
No